So when you're in the side control position, you really don't want that arm right on the other side of his body because you're not giving him a realistic experience. So sometimes we do. So what you can do so when I'm doing this, I'm kind of down on his hips. What you were doing was this. Well, this actually is going to stop his shoulder quite well from coming up, but he'll just pendulum here, just pendulum. You don't even need to do the swing, to be honest. You can do a half pendulum, you're out. So you need to be realistic about, you're not going to hold a position like that, right, on this. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to be like, I'm more on his hips. The more I come up here, the more he's going to bridge, pendulum, right? So it's more I'm down on his hips. And it's super important to try and vary the angle on that leg and build up an understanding, which only you can do for yourself, of which angle he needs to come up at. Yeah, so I also want to put all the weight into this knee. So as he sat here, so as he sat here, I need to think about getting the weight into that knee. So this might change the angle for you, how you're thinking about it. So at the moment, the weight is in my right hip on this side. It's like literally on my ilius crest. And I've got to get that weight into this knee, into my right knee. So when I'm coming up, I'm trying to push everything into that outside knee. However I do it. That's definitely not the angle here, because I've got to get this, the weight down into it. Does everyone see that? So my weight, this goes back to the technical stand-up that Casey was talking about at camp, which is on our YouTube channel. So as I begin to come here, I still would struggle to get up. What I need is that weight coming into that knee. So that's what I'm trying to do here. You know, when I'm here, I'm trying to get my weight from being in that hip to this knee. So everyone just have a go at this actually on their own without a partner. You're kind of like, you could be here, you could be here, but the idea is you go here. And to begin with, you'll see that like the weight is all in that hip bone. So what I'm doing is I'm using this leg to transfer the weight into the outside of that knee. So the weight's got to go from here to here. Yeah, so I'm using it to put the weight, and everything is about getting that weight into the knee and out of that hip and into that knee.
So I thought it's pivoting everything over that knee. Is that what you think?
Yeah, I'm trying to, it's almost like you're trying to go over the top of it. Yeah, let's just give it a go on your own, of just trying to get that weight into that knee. So you're in the hip, the weight should be in the hip, you should feel it in the hip. And you're swinging the leg to put the weight into the outside of the knee. Yeah. I think you'll find it easy, George, if you retract your heel as much as you can as well on that leg. I'm talking about on your bottom leg. Yeah. And then just push into that knee, yeah. You're putting all your weight in that knee. Don't use your hand pump because you're not going to have that on you. Fine. You're coming up. That leg, you want that bottom leg better retracted as much as possible. So look, when you're doing this leg almost, so this is something else to sort of think about. This leg kind of needs to retract at some point. So I could be pulling with it a little bit, but like it's going to get up. This heel needs to be as close to my backside as possible.
Yeah.
Because the further out this is, the more it pushes my hip back, the weight back into my hip. Yeah, so I want this heel in, because I'm going to actually be going over it. And I'm just finding ways of getting my body over that knee. See how now the weight's coming forward. So it's kind of like I'm drawing an arc with my head at this angle. Here I'm coming over this arc. Yeah. Just a few more on that, and just feel the weight changing through your body. Keep your weight wheel around your knee, not over it with your head. You come up here, you're going to get a bit stuck. You want to be coming up at this angle with your head forwards. Can you get up out of that? Can you get up there? Yeah. That foot really wants to turn under rather than being here. You want to turn that under. It's like you're drawing circles.
It's not far, put the weight in.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, central standard. The one central standard to talk about here. Being here. Yeah. That's it.
Useful tip, arcing with your head.
Yeah, there's an arc. There's all these little arcs that you're drawing, like a contractor at school.
Yeah.
You're drawing all these little circles, and if you keep it in a circular motion, it's like it goes over all these little knobbly bits that we've got that's getting in the way. The time. So let's get a new partner. Exactly the same thing. Keep that inside knee tight. Try and stay heavy on their hips. If they start coming up the body, that's when we're going to go to the bridge and the pendulum. Yeah? Let's go. I'm going to take the shoulder more at this angle. You're trying to put my hip to the ground. So drive at this angle and use your leg to do that. This knee needs to be down on the outside. Yeah. But yeah, you're trying to put your weight into this, like you're trying to crush my fingers. Right? Swing the leg. Swing the leg. You stop at the arm. Yeah. This knee needs to be tight. Yeah. The shoulder. There you go. Let your arms go this side because you're not going to come up. Just look. So the arms need to stay extended, elbows inside the silhouette. Yep. The shoulder wants to get to this hip. Yeah. So time, any questions on that? Has everyone got it?
If you're struggling with it, because I found I was struggling with it before, and then when I pushed sideways, I was kind of
Shuffle out
a bit
for me.
of space.
Show me what you mean, just sort of.
So I was